Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Junior Pastor Journeys. My name is Jacob, and this channel is meant to document my path to pastoral ministry. So, you guys might have noticed that I've been gone for about a month or two. And the reason for that was in mid July, I had the opportunity to do a 2 week missions trip to Turkey. And this video is actually going to be about that. I was also, right after the missions trip, I was really busy with a lot of church stuff. My church had 2 camps and a lot of events. So I just had no time to make videos or to do scripts. But now I actually have a lot of time on my hands to do so. So this video is going to be an introduction to my trip to Turkey. This will be one of 6 videos that I'll be talking about. This video is meant to introduce the land of Türkiye and to give a little bit of history on it. But this series specifically will be highlighting my experiences in one of the 5 cities that I visited in Türkiye. Those cities include Ankara, Aksehir, Izmir, Kocaeli, and of course, Istanbul. So I'm really excited to make this video just because this mission trip has been something that's been really on my heart. And I honestly do view it as a life-changing experience, and I'm hoping to share it with you guys. But before we start, you guys might have noticed some new things about the YouTube channel. First, we have a new set. Right before the mission trip, I decided to add some stuff to my set just because I wanted to spice it up a bit. So as you can see, I've added some bookshelves. I think they make a really nice touch to a new addition to my YouTube set. I'm able to display a lot of my favorite authors. You guys can't really see it. You might have seen it in my short that I made earlier. I also have some new posters up here. So I actually designed these posters myself, and I think they look really cool. Each of them show a Christian creed throughout the years of Christendom. So right here we got the Athanasian Creed, the Nicene Creed, we got Martin Luther's 95 Theses, and some other stuff too. You might have also noticed that I'm growing a new beard. The reason for that is I feel like I really wanted to try something new this summer, and my excuse was that all the cool theologians have cool beards that they can touch and stuff. So yeah, if I don't like it, I'll probably shave it off. But right now, people have been telling me I look older, but also like more manlier, which is nice, I guess. That's kind of what I was going for. Yeah, but let's get into this video. So this video, again, is meant to be a basic introduction to the land of Türkiye to give some context to my mission trip, because to kind of show you my experience, to relay my experience a lot better, I think this basic information and basic history of Türkiye will be valuable in understanding my interactions with a lot of these people. So we'll start with basic information of Türkiye. Türkiye currently has a population of 85 million people. It's located in Asia, specifically Asia Minor, and is considered a crossroads between Europe and Asia. Currently, the religious statistics as of right now is less than 1% Christian, and it is 99% an Islamic country. But you'll see from my stories, many have been secularized. The ethnic demographics of Türkiye is a mix of Turks, Kurds, Iranians, Afghans. It's just like the Americas, where we have so much diversity, right? And you guys might be a bit confused why I keep calling it Türkiye, not Turkey. Well, Turkey adopted its official name in English as the Republic of Turkey upon its declaration of its republic in October 29th of 1923. But in 2021, however, Turkey changed its spelling to Türkiye via the United Nations. According to the Turkish state broadcaster TRT, it was to avoid the projection associated with the Thanksgiving bird, right, that we usually eat. So the whole reason why I was able to actually go on this mission trip was I took this thing called Vision School, which is run by the missions organization InterCP International, which specializes in sending missionaries to the 1040 window. To qualify for this mission trip, which is also called FO or Field Operations, I needed to complete a 10-week course, which was Vision School. A Vision School covers a variety of topics, which include missions history, Islam, unreached nations, current mission state, and all of the above. Through Vision School, I was able to understand God's heart for the nations, and God really showed me that these people have not yet been forgotten. So let's move on to a bit of history. Many people don't know this, but Turkey actually has a very large significance in biblical history. If we start in the Old Testament, many of our famed stories are supposedly originated in the land of the confines of Turkey. This includes the Garden of Eden, where Adam and Eve fell, Mount Arad, where Noah's Ark is supposedly landed, and Nimrod and the Tower of Babel is also supposedly located in Turkey. We can move on to New Testament history now, and one significant thing is that the 7 churches of Revelation are found in Turkey. 3 of the 7 churches that Paul writes letters to, which includes Ephesians, Galatians, and Colossians, all those 3 churches are found in the confines of Turkey. The land in which Paul was born in, Tarsus, it was in Turkey, and Antioch. Antioch in Acts is described as the first place where Christians got the name Christians. Now let's move on to a historical history of Turkey to truly understand the stigmas around Christianity today. Because the history of Christian and Islamic relationships during that time really shaped modern perceptions today of how Turks view Christians, and I'll explain that right now. So before Turkey had Turks actually, it was ruled by the Byzantine or Eastern Roman Empire. When the Western Roman Empire fell in the 400s, the Byzantine Empire held the line for Christendom for 1,000 years. They were the hallmark of Christian Eastern Orthodoxy in the East, and they fought constantly with the Arab and Turkish powers to stay alive. So then you might be asking, where did these Turks come from if the Romans were the ones who originally held it? Well, the Seljuk Turks, which were the original peoples of the Turkish people, were actually from Central Asia. But through a series of wars and migrations, many of them moved from Central Asia to Asia Minor. And for hundreds of years, they fought the Byzantines for a pretty long time. So a couple significant events that would shape Christian and Islamic relationships, specifically with the Turks, would be the Crusades. I'll show on the screen now the flag of Turkey, like that you guys all know. But have you guys ever wondered the symbolic nature of it? So we have the Islamic crescent moon in the middle. We all know that is associated with Islam. But have you ever asked yourself, why is the flag of Turkey red? And this red is actually supposed to represent the blood of the Islamic martyrs who died during the Crusades. And this conflict of the Crusades created a lot of distaste for Christians during that time and now. A lot of the Crusaders during that time did a lot of really bad things and a lot of horrible things, honestly, against the peoples in that land. And as a result, Turkish people have held on to that grudge. And this is one really big reason why the gospel is so unknown in this nation. It is because of the actions of these crusaders. They hold a grudge because a lot of their ancestors were innocent, but they died to the sword of those Christians who came into the land and did horrible things. We, as missionaries, want to show them the love of God and that the gospel of Jesus Christ wasn't what the Crusaders brought, but rather what God's heart truly is for these people. So we move on a couple hundred years after the Crusades, I think 200 years to be exact, to the fall of Constantinople. So at this point, I talked about earlier how the Turks and the Byzantines were fighting for a pretty long while. But unfortunately, after 1,000 years, the Byzantine Empire got relegated to just a couple pieces of land. The Turks were doing pretty good at conquering, and as a result, they ate up a lot of the Byzantine Empire's land. At this point, Constantinople was the last stronghold of Christianity and specifically Eastern Orthodoxy in Asia Minor. And with the fall of Constantinople would be the fall of the last stronghold of Christianity. It is stated by Muhammad himself that whoever conquers this eternal city of Constantinople would be eternally blessed by Allah. That Muhammad in the past tried to conquer it himself, but he was unable to. And the Turks did just that. They conquered Constantinople and made it Islamic. And as a result, every Arab country actually looks up to Turkey because of Muhammad's prophecy. As a result, Turkey is typically the central place of Islam. It is the central area in which all the Arab countries look to. It is considered the America of the Middle East. We move on now a couple hundred years later to the 20th century during World War I. So, long story short, the Turks got beat really bad during World War I. They were on the opposing side of the war, and as a result, they were forced to give up a lot of their land to the European powers. This created a lot of political instability and a lot of unrest as leaders tried to they fought over basically the remnants of Turkey. But one man would fix this. I'll put his picture on the screen now. His name is Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. So he's considered the founding father of Turkey. And everybody looks up to this guy. Like one way that someone described it was, one brother described it as, if you combined all the founding fathers into one person, this would be Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. And they respect this guy so much to the point that on November 10th of every year at 9:05 a.m., that's the time where he supposedly died, people will stop what they're doing and they'll just stay still in silence and respect for Ataturk because they just respect him so much. Like, I remember seeing everywhere his picture. They almost see him as God. And Ataturk, he secularized Turkey. He changed the alphabet to Latin. He changed the government from a sultanate to a republic. He gave women more rights, and he closed religious institutions and opened secular ones. So, although Turkey is a Islamic country, considered an Islamic country, they are very secular, and it's because of Ataturk. And many Turks are okay with this. So that's the end of history and the end of this video. My next video will be my story of my city ministry in Ankara. So I'm excited to tell you guys about that. Hopefully that'll come out soon. And with that, always rejoice.